welcome back to the channel. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. So today's video, what I'm going to be doing is, just a second, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing is, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, get my words out. So for today's video, I thought I would do my supplies and colouring haul for the month of September. It is a couple of days early, but I thought, well, I might as well do it now because I'm not getting anything else for the rest of September. It's not a massive haul, but it's not a small one either. I've got more books than I have supplies. I've only got one supply, so the supplies that I got, and the only supply that I got, was these. I got the Sharpies. Yeah, I got these Sharpies, and I got these from my local Home Bargains. These are Sharpie New Bold Mark Easily Store, and they are the ultrafine Sharpies, and you get 12 markers and a case, and it's just the original assortment. I have already actually got some of these Sharpies fine liners. But I saw this little case, and I think they were about £2.99, and I thought, for that, it's not too bad. It's quite a good price. Not to mention, I wanted to use these for my One Colour Arts colouring books. So the case opens up like that, and I think you can, yeah, I was going to say you can probably bend it like that, but it doesn't want to bend. So yeah, most of you have probably seen what these Sharpies look like. The fine ones are pretty much like this, and you get a lid that don't want to come off. Okay. Jesus, these lids are on tight. I can't even get that one off there. Let's try this one. That one comes off easy. So yeah, very, very, very fine point. They're just like normal fine liners. Hopefully I'll be able to get into that one, because I've tried to get into it just, and it didn't seem to want me to go into it at all. So yeah, those are pretty much standard Sharpies. I thought they'll do perfect for my One Colour Art books that I absolutely love. So that is the only actually supplies that I got. The rest are books. So I'm just going to pop that there, have a sip of my tea, and we'll go through the books. So a few of you will notice in my past videos that I absolutely love the Lines, Dots and Spirals books. So I got a couple of those. Just pop this around there. So I got a couple of the Lines, Dots and Spirals. So yeah, I found a thing with these. I was having a look on Amazon, and I was looking at the publishers, and I noticed with the Lines, Dots and Spirals, there is so many out there now. It's unreal, and to be honest, a lot of them are hit and miss. You can get some that are really good, and you can get some that you're just like, I'm not going to be able to colour in that. So I've actually noticed the artist ones, the best ones to go for, which have got the best dots and lines and spirals in, are the ones by John Murphy. So if you are looking into getting any of the dots, lines and spirals, look for John Murphy ones, because those are the best ones. They're the better ones, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So this one is by John Murphy, and this is Horror Creatures, Dots, Lines and Spirals. It's a new kind of stress relief colouring book for adults. And obviously, like I said, the one I've got is a Horror Creatures, because I thought, we're in September now, the end of September, so we're coming up to October, so I wanted to get this to do throughout the whole of October. I was a little bit dubious about getting this at first, because I thought, I don't really want to be colouring something like that scary. But I thought, you know what, I like John Murphy, I'm just going to go for it, and I'm quite pleased the fact that it's got Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. But at the back of the book, it also shows you some of the characters. that are throughout the book, some horror characters, and there's a lot here that I do recognise. There's some that I don't, but there's a lot that I do, and to be honest, I am really, really, really glad that I got this book now, because we've got characters from Hellraiser, Saw films, you've got one there from Wrong Turn, you've got Jack Nicholson from The Shining, Scream, Gremlins, Friday the 13th, Chucky, Annabelle, Psycho. You've got another one of Friday the 13th. You got The Exorcist. Yeah, I'll kind of crap myself when I do that. You've got one from Hannibal. And this is from Wolf Creek. You got American Psycho, Misery. So you've got quite a big selection here. You've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, Dracula, Frankenstein. That's a zombie from, is it Z Nation? I'm not sure. I have seen that zombie on the front of something. You've got Predator. You've got absolutely loads. So if you love your horror creatures, this is definitely a book to go for. And the spirals are not too bad in this. This one's quite thin. The lines are pretty good. So you got your lines. And like I said, the spirals in this are not too bad, because I've done some out of John Murphy before, and he's pretty good with his. But it also has dots pictures as well, so if I can find you a dots one. It does have the double page with the spirals, and I've not tried doing that before, but I'm going to try one of those and see how it works out. So yeah, I'm trying to find a dots one here. It doesn't seem to have a lot of dots. It's mostly lines and spirals in this one. However, they do have dots, because it's got this one here, and I know that one already. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to starting this one. So that is one by John Murphy. So the next one I got, because the last week or so, well, say week, couple of weeks, I have watched The Shining. I watched the original, and I also watched Doctor Sleep. Guaranteed Doctor Sleep, it was alright. I like the fact that it brought little bits from the original film into the Doctor Sleep, because the original Shining film is my favourite by far. So as soon as I watched them, I was thinking, I wonder, because they've got everything else, I wonder if they've got the Shining lines, dots and spirals. And I checked it out, and sure enough, they did. So I actually got two of them, this one and also that one there. Now, I know in the previous videos I've said be careful getting two of the same, because sometimes it's different. It's actually the same pictures but just different covers. However, with this one, I think it might actually be different. So we'll have a look at the first one, and this is what I mean by some books can be hit and miss. This was a risk that I knew I was going to take, whether it would be a good book or not, and I thought I did really want to try it. And yeah, what can I say? The spirals in this, that one, it's like even patches of it are missing there. I don't know whether it's supposed to be like that or not. The lines are not too bad, minus little hiccup things there. The dots, now the dots in these books are fine. I like the dots. They do come up a little bit smaller than your average sometimes dots, but to be honest, they're not as small as some dots can be. So yeah, you've got some dots in here. The spirals I'm not a fan of. I'm not a big massive fan. This I've noticed, I don't know if that's supposed to be what some of the pictures are like, with just patches of white in. I'm not so sure about that. It's like this bit here, it's got patches of white in there. It's like the spirals, I just don't get it. If I zoom you in, you can't see hardly anywhere where you colour the spirals. You got bits here, bits there. But yeah, The spirals are not great in this book. I do like the dots. I probably won't. I might not colour every picture in this book because, as I said, some of it I'm not a fan of. Like I said, the dots are fine. I like the dots. So yeah, that is the One Lines, Dots and Spirals book, The Shining. And also in this, it doesn't tell you who the author actually is of these books. So I must admit, it would be a big help if it actually did. So that is the One Shining book. So I'm just going to pop these to the side so I don't have an avalanche. Now the next one, this is another The Shining, Lines, Dots and Spirals. And this one is pretty much the same as the other one. I've noticed with these as well, they always have a different cover to the ones by John Murphy. So if I get you the one by John Murphy, you know on this one how you have like a glossy front to it. These ones, they don't. It's more of a matte front to it. Now, I don't know whether it's just speculation or whether it's true, but I'm finding that with the lines, dots and spirals, the ones that have a matte feel to the cover, I find that those are the ones that are not great. So you have a picture of that on the back. I think that's pretty cool, and I do like the covers. I love the covers, but like I said, it's the dots and lines. And yeah, opening this up, I've noticed this page is the same as the other one. So I think, to be honest, I might have actually got 2 copies of the one book again. Never mind, at least I've got 2 copies of it. So yeah, the dots, as I said, I do like the dots, except for this one. I don't know if this is supposed to be like this. It's got white patches here, like parts of it are missing. Now I don't know if those white patches are supposed to be there, but you've got white patches here as well. And I'd like, saying that though, it could actually be snow, because I think this one now, it's actually when he's stuck in the snow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not keen on that white patch. I'm really not keen on it, because part of me thinks, is it supposed to be a part of the picture, or is it where it's basically not printed right? So yeah, so that is the Shining book. So it's pretty much hit and miss, those are. So yes, so the next one, and I'll have a sip of my tea. So the next one is, now I got this one. As a kid, I absolutely loved The Witches by Roald Dahl. My mum, when I was younger, she got me a book for, I think it was either my 11th or my 12th birthday. She got me The Witches book, and she even signed it as well. Happy birthday inside, and I still have that book on my shelf, which I'll be showing you in a future book haul. So when I saw this, I thought, yes, I have to get it. So I did. And this, as well as like the others, it's got like a matte feel to the book. So I was a little bit dubious when this came, in case this would be like the others, and it pretty much is. That one's a bit odd, with patches missing from it. So yeah, this one seems to have a couple more dots in. Now, if these books came with just the dots and not the funny spirals, I could probably live with that. I'd probably live with it, because the dots are not too bad. Yeah, however, with the John Murphy ones, you can use alcohol markers, where with these, with the dots, you wouldn't be able to do that. But I'm going to give it a go. This one doesn't seem as bad as the some of the pictures in the Shining ones, but yeah, so that is that one. And the last Lines, Dots and Spirals book I got is this one. This was on my wish list. This is Titanic, and this is Dots, Lines and Spirals. And again, these ones just don't tell you who it's by. Yeah, I'm just looking at the dots in there, yeah. So at the back of this book, it's It's got a bit of the Titanic ship. I do like the covers to these. You can barely see that because I keep putting the lights on, but it's just dark. So yeah, this one is pretty much like the other ones. The spirals are not fantastic. The dots are more doable. So yeah, it's got a few more dots. Other than this one, it's got another patch at the bottom of here, a patch of white, where it's got nothing like it, like the typings had an error in it. So yeah, so that's the lines, dots and spirals. So just bear that in mind when you do go to get those. If you want to try it for the first time, try John Murphy books. So the other books that I got is, I saw this, and this is, I'll just bring the camera back a bit so you can see the whole book. So this is Pixel Art Patterns Colouring Book Volume 1. I think there's about 6-7 volumes of this, and I love my patterns, so I thought I'd try it out. I thought I'm only going to get one just in case I don't like it, because if I got the whole 7, I thought, and if I don't like it, I'm going to be stuck with 7 of these books. So at the back of the book, it shows you the different patterns that are throughout the book, and it says 56 easy to colour pixel art drawings for children as well as adults. You may use the photos as guides when colouring, unless you prefer to use your own imagination. We hope that you have a great time colouring and that this book brings your happiness. So it's not a colour by number. Go figure. I always go for colour by number. And with this one, it does not give you any publication or anything. It doesn't give you anything like that. It doesn't give you the copyright. It just goes straight into it. And to be honest, it's alright. But I'm glad that I only got one, because the patterns in it are pretty much the same. Actually, it just says at the back, printed in Great Britain by Amazon. So yeah, the patterns throughout the book are very kind of similar. I think what I might do is I might reference the back to have a look at the colours. And I was noticed with this book as well, it is double-sided. So you can't use alcohol markers in this, and you'll have to be careful what water-based markers you're using it as well. So yeah, glad I only got the one. I'll still enjoy it, don't get me wrong, I will still enjoy it, I'll still use it, but I'm glad I only got the one copy. So the next book I got was this. This is by Sun Life Drawing, and this is Colour by Number Christmas Mosaics. But this is the black backgrounds edition. Now, they've just started coming out with a couple of their previous book with black backgrounds. I have got quite a few of their previous books. And when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to get that, because it'll save me the whole job of having to colour the backgrounds in. Now, this is the same as the other one pretty much. You get your colour code at the back, which is a 22 colour palette. And it tells you a bit about the book itself and also the copyright. And when you like the other one, it gives you the colour test, and then it gives you, it goes into it on the left hand side, as like the other books, it gives you the colour code for just the picture on that page. And it's the same copy as the other Christmas mosaics, it's just you get the black backgrounds with this one, and it's really nice. Like I said, it's the same as the other one, just in black background, and I actually really like that, and I cannot wait to do some pictures out of this. I'm pretty much looking forward to doing pictures out of this one. So the next one I got, now you'd have seen this because I did a separate flip through with this, so I'm not going to flip through because you'd have already seen it. This is Disney Classics Colouring, and I got this from Depop. You can get it from Amazon. If you go back to my previous video, you will see that I did obviously flip through, and I also put a link in the descriptions below. So if you are interested in this book, please feel free to go and check it out. And this is by Autumn Publishing. I have got to do a body colour with this, but I need to get 2 other pictures out of my other books finished first before I do that. So Steph, if you are watching this video, I do apologise about me being a bit slow. I will do a picture in this. I just need to get my other pictures done first and that. So that is that one. And the other one we've got, I was chuffed as punch when I saw this. I saw someone else have it on their channel, and I thought, because they do the magazines, the mystery colours, but they only do them in the US or Canada, I think, as well. And this is illustrated by Joe Bartos. I really wanted this. I want the magazines, but like I said, you can't get them in the UK. Or if you can get these in the UK, please let me know, because I want them. I want them now. So yeah. Or if they do the subscription to the magazine, let me know and I might do that. So this is the book edition. I saw this when I went on Amazon US, and I added it to the basket because I didn't think you could get it in the UK. However, you can, so that's what I did. So yeah, on the back of the book it shows you some of the finished pictures look like. Now this one is based on animals. I'm not a big massive animal colourer, but because it's mystery colours, I just had to get this book. And you have your colour code at the back. You also one-sided as well, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I was really excited to get that book. So whoever's video I saw with this on, thank you. So the next book I got was this one. I saw this. Sorry about that, guys. I just needed to drink the rest of my tea before it went stone cold, because I just can't stand stone cold tea. So I saw this and I thought, I'm going to give it a go. If I don't like it, I don't like it. This is Harry Potter Colouring by Number, Pixel Art Activities. It's by. Now it is a very, very thin book, as you can see there. So there's not many pictures in this at all. And like some other books, it's actually got a matte feel to it. Now you open it up and it opens up straight to this. Don't worry, that's not a colouring page. It gives you the copyright in this book, so I feel like this book is slightly more legit than some others I've seen. And yeah, it doesn't give you that many pages, but I like it. I think it's a nice book. It tells you the only thing is it tells you at the top who it's going to be. It's a very, very simple picture, so they are going to be pixelated. It gives you a simple colour key at the bottom of the page. However, they are one-sided. It kind of does look like Amazon paper, so I'd bear in mind, just be a bit careful if you do use alcohol markers. Always put a page protector behind. And yeah, it's just, you've got Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and it gives you a few others. So I think this was about £4, £5. So for a thin book, that's not too bad. I'm kind of hoping they do come out with more of these, because I must admit, even though they're thin, I rather like this. And I want to leave that out because I do want to do a picture in that. So the last book, oh god, that'll be my big tower. Oh, did you hear that bang clatter? That'll be my big tower and all the pens come out of it. I'm not looking. Gosh. So anyway, the last book I got was by Colour Questopia, and this is Backyard Bugs Colour by Number, inset colouring book for kids and toddlers. However, you look throughout the book, it gives you the normal colour by number tips. You look throughout the book, it's simpler than some other books, but I'd still say it's definitely not for kids and toddlers, because it still's a bit more difficult. I'm not going to do a flip through because we're up to nearly 25 minutes now, so I'm nearly running out of time. It's like the others. On the left hand side of the page it gives you the colour code, and on the right it gives you the pictures. So guys, that is the end of my colouring book. Well, yeah, my colouring supplies. As I said, with the lines, dots and spirals, if you are looking to try some of them out, try some of John Murphy books first. And if you do go buy some that are not John Murphy, it's going to be kind of a hit and miss type thing, so just bear that in mind when you do order ones that are not by him. They will be a hit and miss. So I'm going to get going now, and I'm going to start picking up all of those pens that are all over the floor and probably under the bed and under the chair. Wish me luck, guys. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please feel free to press that subscribe button and the notifications so you'll be notified of when I bring the next video out. And yeah, I'm going to get going now, and I'm going to look behind me, and I'm just, yeah, I don't want to do it. I'm going to get going now, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now, guys. Bye.